Hello everyone, this video will instruct you on how to both go into Noodle Tools, create a project in the correct format, and also, if you do not already have a Noodle Tools account, how to make one. So first you're going to go to the Bethlehem High School page, then click on Library Media Center, and scroll down to Noodle Tools under LMC information. So when you come to this page, you're going to be focusing on this section here, Access via G Suite. That is what we have at Bethlehem. So you're going to want to put in your email and then sign in with Google. You may or may not get this page asking for an additional sign in. So once you are to this screen, you want to create a new project. So in order to do that, you click on New Project, title it Research 9. And you're going to select MLA as well as Advanced and press Submit. Now, this is the home page from which you'll be working for various different things. Right now, I only want you to focus on this tab here that says Sources. In order to copy and paste your sources from the databases, which you should do as soon as you find a source, whether or not you end up using it, because you definitely don't want to go back and do that work later, you want to press New Source. And then you have to ask yourself where the original container is that you found this. So for example, if it was via a database, which it most likely will be if you are using the databases that are listed on the LMC's list. If it is a website, so if you went to Google, typed something in, went to a particular website, if it is a book or in your hands physically, you click this one. If it was a performance that you heard or a reading that you heard or a speech that you heard, you're going to click this one. Again, that's live. File, app, ebook, that one most likely won't occur too much unless you are reading an ebook. And there's a few other options here. This is important because it matters in the way the citation ends up being created. And I'll go over more later about how you know which one of these things you found it. But the biggest thing to remember is, where is the place that I first saw it? So even if it was something that was published on, for example, the Library of Congress website, but it is an article that you got in PDF form from that website, you would still click on website because that is the original place it came from where you accessed it. So I'm just going to click on database as an example, and then I have to ask myself, what is it? What kind of source is it? And you have to read through this list and decide based on several factors that I'll talk about a little bit later in another video, which one of these categories it falls under. So for example, most of the time, if it is something coming from a database, or much of the time, it's probably going to be in a journal or a magazine. Another one I see a lot of, let's see over here in the green section, charts are often under this category. Radio programs. So for example, if you're citing a podcast, that would go under here. A picture, a painting would go under here. Laws and legal things would go under here. But the important thing is that it's under the database and you identify in general what kind of source it is. So I'm just going to click on a journal. Now, here is where your life should be much easier if you do this work immediately right when you find the source. So you get to this page, you have two options. You can either put in all the information about the source manually, which means you have to find each piece of information and put it into the correct box on this page, or you can do the easy way and click copy and paste citation. In which case, all you do is go down to this box where you had your citation and you copy and paste. I don't have an actual citation copy and pasted right now, but I'm going to be going over that in my next video. So once you do that, you do have to make sure that the information is all here. So URL, for example, date of source, and then you go to save annotation. Now, it's not actually going to let me do this because I didn't put an annotation in, but again, I'll go over that in the next video. So that's overall how you use the citation tab or the sources tab in NoodleTools. I'll get more into the dashboard where you're going to create questions, claims. You're going to share it with Project Inbox, student collaboration, which you probably won't be doing. And this is a helpful tool down here, to-do list, because then you know the different things you need to get done. Note cards, which I'll go over later. And then attaching a paper directly to your NoodleTools from your Google so that everything is all in one nice, tidy place. So that's NoodleTools in a nutshell to get you set up and going. That is all for now, and stay tuned for more.